Hello, happy Friday. Friday vibes in the house. I'm wearing purple, got some purple jewels on my eyes. Just getting silly with it. Friday vibes for the win. I'm really excited. Today I'm going to chat to you guys about something that I'm bringing to the world. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Happy Friday. How are we feeling with this full moon energy as well? Happy full moon in Sagittarius. Just drop a little word in the chat. How you feeling? How you doing? Hi everyone. I'm so excited. Today I'm going to be chatting about an offer that I'm birthing to the world. And yeah, I'm just so hyped on this offer because it literally is like the culmination of my life's work, of my healing journey over the last 5 years. And it's just something that I'm so passionate about because it's so fucking potent and it really is so revolutionary, this work. It really is here to help shift us on an individual level, but also on a collective level towards the new earth paradigm, towards peace on earth within every single person's body, but also within, so without, right? So we're here to do the revolutionary healing work on ourselves so that we can start to live in a revolutionary world, right? And inspire others around us to go on this deep journey within, right? So the offer that I'm speaking about is called Liberated Womb. And this is, like I said, the culmination of the last 5 years of my healing journey. And it really is such... yeah, I don't even know where to start because there's so much I can talk about. But this is really to help take you, woman, you and your body and your experience of yourself, of life, of sex, of love, of everything to the next level, okay? Because when we are anchored and embodied in our womb, in our feminine powerhouse, life becomes so much better. It's so much easier for us to be in our feminine, for us to flow, for us to surrender, for us to open, for us to receive all of life. Okay? And that includes receiving your own energy. That includes your authenticity being able to shine brightly through. How's this feeling for everyone? How is this landing? So yeah, it's just so fucking exciting. I did an amazing workshop the other night. Pussy Power. It was a free online workshop. If you would like the replay of that, just send me a DM. It'll be available to watch up until Sunday, Monday. And yeah, it went so well. I got such amazing feedback from the girls that were present. We really went into all aspects of what does it mean to be a woman embodied in her pussy power. And this is just one of the aspects that we're going to be covering in this course, Liberated Womb, which is a 6-week online group coaching program that provides women the tools and wisdom to reconnect to their cycle, their sensuality, their sexuality, and their feminine energy using cycle syncing, womb healing, body literacy, and somatics. Somatics is just a fancy word for mind-body connection, okay? And so what happens is we spend all of our days in our head, thinking, processing, rationalizing, you know, like getting shit done, very much in this masculine do, go energy, right? And so then we come home at the end of the day and we struggle to get out of that. And so a lot of us are spending too much time in our masculine, in our head, stuck in the upper chakras, and we don't know how to come back into the body. We don't know how to ground that energy, and so it gets stuck here, and we just overthink, and we get anxiety, and we experience all these mental health issues of what it means to be too caught up in here, right? We all know that feeling when we're going to bed and there's just so much going on in here that we can't shut it off. We can't sleep. We can't, just disconnect from that overdrive, right? But what happens when we go into the body and we work with the womb specifically, and we connect back to the lower chakras, back to the hips, back to the body, we are able to create this balance between being in the body, being in the head, being in the feminine, being in the masculine. And like I said, we are programmed to spend an over-consuming amount of time in our masculine, in our head. And so that's why we need to practice and actively practice, not just be like, oh, I will just, naturally get into my feminine. No, babe, you're not going to be able to, because your programming, your default programming is to be in the head, is to be in the masculine, is to be, in this very logical, rational, structured kind of way, because, that's what the world requires of us, right? It requires of us. So we need to have practices that allow us to come back into the body, especially as women, come back into our womb space, come back into the heart space, connect with the sensual, fluid, creative, orgasmic energy that allows for this natural arising within us to take place. And so the more you practice, the more you're able to just naturally flow between your feminine and masculine. And then what actually starts to happen is you stop categorizing things as masculine and feminine, because you're just able to flow so freely between these states. Okay, you're able to be a woman, doing typically masculine things, but you're still in your feminine, because you're still embodied, you're still connected to your experience of being present, and you allow yourself to take breaks and not just be so rigid in the way that you experience yourself, experience life. So yeah, this is not even half of what we're going to be covering. There's so much more. So I'll just quickly go through the modules because they are so fucking juicy. As all of you guys know, I'm so passionate about menstrual health and menstrual education, hormonal education. And so I was like, know what? Actually, this course is so big. I'm going to fit... Hey, Shelly, happy Friday. I'm going to fit all of that into one module and then build out this course into something even bigger, even better, even more interactive and engaging. And yeah, just there's so many aspects that this course addresses within being a woman, how to be connected to your body, how to be connected to your menstrual cycle, how to be connected to your heart, how to be connected to your sexuality, your sensuality, and how to be expressed in your truth. So we kind of work with all these different parts of the body. It's not just focused on the womb, but working with these different parts of the body, like the throat and the expression of the truth, the heart, the feelings, and then the sexuality as well. It starts to open up this multi-dimensional experience of what it means to be a woman, what it means to experience life within the body of a woman, within the body that has a womb, right? Because I have to tell you a secret, having a womb is actually a little superpower. It is actually kind of magic when you learn about this work and you start to dive within yourself and you start to explore all these layers of self and intimacy and sexuality and trust and surrender and the ability to receive, and it gets so juicy, and the ability to be so deeply intimately connected with yourself and know on a deep level what do you need to feel good, right? What feels good in your body? Because what feels good in my body is going to be really different to what feels good in your body. And through this course, which is a 6-week deep dive, we are going to figure that out together. You know, you're gonna do these practices and the meditations, and you're gonna get coached by me, and yeah, it's just going to be such an incredible experience. This course is currently available for €222, and that early bird price actually finishes at the end of this weekend. So if this is sounding like something that you're interested in, go to the link in my bio, check out the landing page, DM me if you have any questions, and then after that, which is around 4k in rands, and then after that it moves to €333, which is about 6k in rands. And there's also an extended payment plan if anyone needs. I never ever want money to be an object as to why people cannot invest in themselves and do this work. So please reach out to me if money is an issue, and we can work out an extended payment plan that works for you. So yeah, let me get into the modules quickly because they're so juicy. So module 1 is healing flow, and we're gonna have meditations and embodiment practices in every module. So you'll probably get around like 5+ meditations and 5+ embodiment practices. I say 5 because 1 for each module, but as time goes on, and because this is my signature program, which means it's my fucking baby, I'm going to be adding and adding and adding content as time goes on. So if you join now for this round, which starts on the 5th of June, then you're going to get it at such crazy value, because you know you're going to get in at the beginning at this really, really low price, and then over time you're just going to be able to redo the course and do all the new content at no extra added cost that I'm going to be adding in the future. Okay, so module 1 is healing flow, and this is all around shadow work, around understanding your womb story, addressing stored stigma, shame from childhood, you know, all this societal conditioning that we learned as young girls towards our menstrual cycle. It's going to be addressing healing PMS, healing period pain. I'm going to teach you all of the tools that I have used to completely eradicate my PMS, completely eradicate my period cramps. So that's amazing, as all these tools are completely natural and body based. We're going to learn around how we can change the narrative and the subconscious stories that we tell ourselves around our period, around our cycle. We're going to look at, you know, the life, death, rebirth process of what the menstrual cycle actually is, what menstruation actually is. On a spiritual level, on a mental level, on an emotional level, on a physical level. We're going to look at the biology and, you know, understanding our hormones on a really practical level. I love combining the spirituality and the science. I think it gives such a well-rounded, holistic approach to like how potent it is to understand these mechanisms and experiences in our body from these different lenses, as it creates so much more well-rounded understanding of like what's actually going on, and therefore we can understand ourselves from this multi-dimensional level. Then we're going to look at generational trauma and bloodlines, and how, you know, the womb is the sponge and it really stores so much of our generational trauma, especially trauma from the maternal lineage. And so how can we process this trauma and let go of this trauma by working with our blood, by working with our menstrual cycle? We're going to understand about what are psychosomatics and how our mind can actually create symptoms in our body through the subconscious, through the thoughts that we have, through the programming and the deep-seated beliefs that we have. Okay, like in my opinion, 99% of period problems are psychosomatic, which means that they are created through these belief systems, through this mind-body disconnect, through the stigma, this internalized shame, this internalized misogyny that we all hold, right? Because we've all grown up in a patriarchal society, which means that on a deep subconscious level, we've all been programmed to distrust the feminine, to devalue the feminine, to be disconnected from the feminine, okay? And so we actively need to learn more about this stuff, more about our bodies, more about what it means to be a woman, what it means to have a womb, what it means to be able to bring forth life into this world, and the responsibility that we hold, you know, and the power that we hold, because there's so much power that lies within the female body. And that's why all of this information has been repressed and made taboo, because there's power in it. Okay, you know that whenever the patriarchy has made something taboo, like, go look there, like, go look under the covers, go look in that dark place, because there's actually probably some powerful truth underlying that taboo and that stigma. Then we're going to look at, you know, what period products are best for your health, you know, just basic practical advice and knowledge like this. We're going to also look at period science, the period being the 5th vital sign. You may or may not know this. So that's really important. And then, like, why should we have a period, the necessary reasons for our period, which is so needed, because a lot of us are brainwashed by doctors and told by doctors, like, oh, you don't need a period, like, you can just skip it, or just take this pill and, like, it'll be fine, like, you don't need a period. No, we fucking need one for the basic biological functioning of our body. Okay, it's so necessary for all these different other systems, for the heart, for the brain, for the hormones, for the chemicals, for liver, for kidney functioning. Like, there's so many different, like, knock-on effects that happen in the body when our period is out of whack, when it's not healthy, when our hormones are messed up. And then we're also going to look at how to track your cycle, so that you can be aware of when you're ovulating, when you're not ovulating, when you're fertile, when you're not fertile. I'm also going to have the amazing Isabel Ripley come on. She's a fertility awareness educator, and she's going to give us a FAM masterclass, which is all around how to use natural contraception methods to track your cycle and to avoid pregnancy, or to become pregnant, depending on what your goals are. But yeah, we are getting away from this codependent relationship to pharmaceuticals, this codependent relationship to doctors, this codependent relationship to our gynecologists, and we're taking this power back into our own hands so that we can make informed decisions. Because unfortunately, a lot of women do not understand how their bodies work, do not understand how their hormones work, do not understand how any of these systems work, and so they're allowing their doctors to put them on birth control without knowing, you know, all of the side effects and negative things that are happening to their body. I mean, did you know that the pill shrinks your clitoris? Like, what the fuck? Ew. What the fuck? Ew. And so we can't make informed decisions if we don't know these things. We cannot. Hello everyone, thank you for being here. I'm just talking about my new 6-week online group coaching program for women, called Liberated Womb. You can find out more information via my link tree. I'm just going through the modules. So module 2, this is the alive body. And so here in every module, we're going to be doing shadow work. Like, shadow work is my jam. And it's all about looking at the dark stuff and healing the trauma and releasing the shit that's no longer necessary, the old programming, the old stagnant emotions and energy, so that we can move forward into new states of awareness and pleasure and joy and bliss, right? But the only way to get there is by releasing the old, clearing out the old shit, okay? So in a live body, we're going to be looking around, addressing negative beliefs we have around our body, you know, these disconnections. We're going to look at the importance of self-care and rest. We're going to look at cyclical living, cycle syncing, around, you know, how to live according to your cycle, how to work, how to exercise, how to eat right, how to have good sex according to your cycle, like all these different lifestyle habits, and how we can actually improve our lived experience in so many multiple ways through just realigning our energy and our lifestyle to be in alignment with our cycle. Like, the amount of energy that I've been able to get back from my body. You know, previously, before I did all of this work, I was constantly tired. I was constantly overwhelmed. I was constantly like so exhausted all the fucking time. And now I'm just like high on life all the fucking time because I've released all of that shit that was keeping me stuck in that tired place. And now my womb is open and it's free. And it's like, I see the womb as this, basically the powerhouse of the female body. It's like the electricity station. And what happens when the electricity station isn't working? There's no electricity, there's no energy. And so I really teach you how to reclaim your time, reclaim your energy, and get so much back, you know. And then you can just be high on life like me all the time and have energy to do all the things, and just, you know, go out on the weekend and then like smash your week and just have a lot of energy left over for yourself. I think that's a lot of the reasons why we struggle with self-care, is because we're like, oh, I don't have the energy for that, or like, you know, I'd rather just chill or do nothing or sleep, or, you know. Ah, thank you, B. I'm currently doing a yoni egg journey. I've landed on this path thanks to all your wisdom and sharing around the sacred topic. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, being depleted constantly is so exhausting, right? And so actually, so we can get back so much of our energy when we start to live cyclically, when we start to clear the trauma. Because the trauma and the stagnation and the old emotions and energy that's stuck in your womb, because the womb is a sponge and it absorbs every single like unpleasant or emotional experience you've had in your life that you weren't able to process before. And so we need to clear that shit. And once we clear that shit, we make way for so much more freedom. Then we're going to look at natural contraception and body literacy, like literally understanding the fundamentals of your biology, understanding what are all these systems, how do they work together. We're also going to look at the business of birth control and big pharma's role to play in, you know, the suppression of women's bodies. We're going to look at how you can become your own healer, listening to your body and honoring its wisdom and messages. I'm going to teach you practices and meditations and rituals that are going to allow you to feel and hear the wisdom of your own body speaking to you. Okay, you can literally tune into your body and ask it questions and hear a reply. And that is magical. That is amazing. You can literally hear your womb speak to you. So I'm going to teach you about that. We're going to deepen into body wisdom and awareness. I'm going to teach you how to heal yourself through dance and free movement. I mean, some of you may know, but I'm actually a sneaky raver, and I have been for a very long time. Sneaky, not so sneaky. And when I'm on the dance floor, I actually party really consciously. And when I consume substances, I do that in a really conscious, intentional way. And then I'm able to like activate. We have chakras on our hands. They link to the heart chakra. And I'm literally able to do energy healing on my body as I'm dancing, as I'm getting it down, as I'm raving, as I'm going crazy in the club. I'm literally able to like do energy healing on my chakras, on my womb, on my body, open myself up. And I'm going to teach you how you can do that too. It's so much easier than it sounds. I've never had energy. I've never been like officially trained as an energy healer, but everything I know, I've just taught myself through intuitive experiences, through having these psychedelic like experiences, through I mean, psychedelics have taught me so much, but just the wisdom of my own body and like feeling into my own body and getting you know, feeling the sensations and the movement and like where's the energy and where are the blocks and where does the energy want to flow and like what's, you know, emotions are coming up when I connect to different parts of my body, and how can I allow for those emotions to flow and be released, and then like creates, you know, opening and healing in that area of the body through, you know, opening our chakras, healing our chakras, because actually the fastest way to heal yourself is with your own love, your own energy, your own touch, your own voice. Okay, that is the fastest way, because our body resonates the most with its own codes, you know, like meets like, right? And so the fastest way is to heal yourself. So it's really, really amazing, like what I've been able to do in club spaces, on dance floors, in raves. And so I'm going to teach you how to activate this, how to do your own body energy healing work in places you would never expect that you could do it, right? Like the club. So that's pretty cool. And I'm also going to teach you around like what is life force energy, how can we use it to heal our body, what is sexual energy, what is creative life force, what is prana, what is chi, what are all these things. So yeah, I'm going to teach you really how to anchor into all of this power. It's so fucking cool. You literally start to like activate this like psychedelic awareness within your body when you're like, you experience these psychedelic highs and like high on life experiences through just being sober, through just being present in your body. Okay, it's pretty fucking cool. Then module 3 is all around deepening trust. So this is going to be working with the heart chakra. We're going to be doing shadow work around the mother wound and the maternal lineage. Also to do with the sister wound, healing our relationship to the feminine, understanding our own internalized misogyny. We're going to look at structures of self-support, establishing that heart-womb connection. The basic foundation of everything that I teach is a heart-womb meditation. And I was telling the girls in Pussy Power the other night that through doing this meditation, like in a sober, normal, structured way, you're then able to practice this meditation and practice this connection in sexual, sensual experiences, whereby you're able to connect your womb to your heart and then experience these full body orgasms, because you know, you're moving the sexual energy. It's not just localized to your pelvis and to your genitals. You're able to bring this energy into your heart and then expand it into the rest of your body. And that is how we're able to have full body orgasms and experience orgasm on like a multi-dimensional psychedelic way. It's really, really amazing. So I'm going to teach you all about that. And all about the importance of the heart and the womb being connected, the yoni and the heart being connected, you know, your love and your sex. Because as a woman, like our love and our sex are so deeply connected. And that's why it's so much harder for us as women to have emotionless sex than it is for men, because of this womb-heart connection, right? And then we're also going to look at some feminine collective unconscious stuff. And this is through the lens of Jungian psychology and archetypal psychology and energies. So that's really interesting, because that's really related to the collective and yeah, these archetypes that come through. Then we're going to look at heart and breast activations and how we can have these breastgasms and open our hearts so much deeper and heal so much heart trauma, love trauma, like heartbreak trauma, through healing our breasts through breast massage. We're also going to look at the light feminine and finding forgiveness. Okay, then module 4 is one of my favorites. It's called Sex Goddess. And we're going to be doing shadow work in this module around alchemizing the taboo, healing sexual energy, you know, also healing all the brainwashing that we've received as a collective from porn. Like porn has fucked up our relationship to sex so much. If you are still watching porn, no judgment, but please can you start to actually just analyze your relationship to this and analyze like, what is it doing for you? Is it really supporting you having a deeper relationship to your body, having a deeper relationship to your lover, to your partner? Like, is it really like, or are we just pretending it is, you know? I never was into porn. I never like enjoyed it. I remember I watched it once with my ex and I was like bored after 5 minutes. I was like, I really don't get this. And so I think me not ever having that as like me engaging with it has really allowed me to not be brainwashed by it and teach women how we can turn ourselves on without these external distractions, because actually it's just a distraction and it's also brainwashing, and it's just, yeah, it's not good. It's a matrix distraction from your power. So moving on, we're going to heal and clear the womb from any past traumas, any past lovers, because that's also something that really impacts us, is the energy of our lovers stays in our womb, because the womb is like a sponge, okay? And I learned the other day that if a man comes inside a woman, his energy and DNA stays inside of her for 7 years. How crazy is that? 7 years. So intense. So crazy. So that's why we actually need to do these energetic practices to cut the cords and release that energy and like actively, consciously like expel it from our body. So that's really, really important. Because how are we supposed to attract new love and attract new opportunities and manifest new relationships if we're still holding on to the energy of past lovers in our womb space, okay? So then we're also going to look at getting intimate with our womb, with our pussy, the biology, the signals, the sensations, the messages. Yeah, that's super, super juicy. We're going to look at how we can tune into our genitals, tune into our pussy, and like create that communication channel with our mind to our body. So that's really fun as well. And you can start to really tune in where your pussy can actually speak to you and speak through you. We're going to learn, I'm going to teach you how to turn yourself all the way on, like not just halfway, but all the way on. So you become self-sovereign and self-empowered for your own orgasm, and you're not reliant on your partner to turn you on. It's not their responsibility to turn you on. They're not, you know, in charge of your orgasm. You are in charge of your pleasure. You are in charge of your turn on. You are in charge of your orgasm. And so the only way to become, you know, self-responsible and self-reliant for our pleasure in this way is if we learn the practices that can teach us how to do this, right? So it's super fucking juicy, so yummy. What else? Becoming your own best lover. How to make self-pleasure and make it a sacred ritual. How to become your own best lover. How to activate yourself. How to turn on yourself. How to make masturbation a sacred ritual. That is super beautiful. Let's turn that down. How to activate your pussy power, training the body to become open to the 7 different kinds of orgasms. There are so many different kinds of orgasms that we women are capable of experiencing. Our bodies are literally built for pleasure. I've had throat-gasms, I've had breast-gasms, I've had heart-gasms, I've had full-body orgasms, I've had G-spot orgasms, I've squirted, like all these different crazy experiences of the orgasm that we're not taught about, we're not trained to experience. So that's, we're gonna get into that. Super juicy. We're gonna activate your pussy power. We're gonna learn about sex magic and using sexual energy for manifestation. This is also really exciting. We are going to learn how to call on the dark feminine energy within. This is that bad bitch, I don't give a fuck attitude, because we need to have this balance between light feminine and dark feminine. And unfortunately, most of us are programmed into our good girl archetype, into, you know, I'm going to shrink myself and I'm going to make myself smaller and I'm going to hide myself from the world and not express myself, not share my joy, not share my power, not share my pleasure, because it's safer for me to not do this, right? And so we're gonna learn how we can cultivate deep safety within, because that's really where all of this starts. It starts from regulating the nervous system, having these practices to rely on, and cultivating that safety so that you then can be your most self-expressed, your most liberated, your most just big, creative, crazy, expansive self, like giving yourself permission to take up space, to be yourself, to share your voice, to share your truth, to share your creativity. Love you too, B. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. Yeah, and then the last thing I call bad bitch magnetism. And this is also some dark feminine energy codes, just around how when we are in that bad bitch attitude, and not bitch in a bad way, like I really am wanting to teach us how we can reclaim the word bitch and own bitch as actually like a power and an archetype that we can work with. So there's many different feminine archetypes and we're going to go into all of them. But the bad bitch is definitely one that is needed to activate if we want to activate our sexual power and our sexual magnetism. And this also will like impact your love life and your dating like on the next fucking level. Honestly, the experiences that I've had and the way that I see people are magnetized towards me and come towards me and are, you know, like for me, flirting and being connected and sexy and sensual, it becomes so easily because it just flows so naturally from my womb, because I've been able to clear away all the trauma and insecurities and blocks and self-doubt that was preventing that energy from naturally flowing. Because this is the natural energy of the feminine, and if we don't clear those blocks, they just build up one after the other and create this stuckness and this rigidity and this insecurity and doubt and, you know, all of these blocks of negative energy. And then module 5 is called the expressed self, and we're going to do shadow work around sacred rage and boundaries, how to establish boundaries, on like what does a boundary mean, what does it look like, what does it feel like. That's the most important thing, because boundaries, they're not so much mental, they're more like in the body, and they're more around what feels good to the body, what feels safe to the body. And then you kind of establish the mental construct of what that boundary is once you've established what it feels like in the body, okay? And it makes honoring your boundaries so much easier when you can make it more of a body-based experience rather than just a rule, you know, in your head. We're going to look at healing the throat chakra. We're going to look at connecting the throat, the heart, the womb, and the pussy. This connection is so important, especially for our expression as women in and outside of the bedroom, but especially in sex. We're going to look at how we can deepen our pleasure and our orgasm through the voice. This is also really, really powerful, how like moaning and expressing through the voice can actually take our orgasm to the next fucking level. Yeah, the experiences that I've had in my body and my sexual experiences are just next level once I've started to actually apply all of this. So everything I'm literally teaching you has been like tried and tested by me in my own life, and that's why I'm teaching it to you, because I've seen such insane results and had such crazy success in my experience of myself and my pleasure and my orgasm and my voice and my creativity and yeah, everything and anything. Like, yeah, it's amazing. So all of these practices and tools that I'm going to share with you and give you are tried and tested, okay? They are proven to work because I've applied them in my own life and seen crazy results. We're also going to look at sound, somatics, and the body. Do you know what somatics is? It's really the study of sound on water and on matter. And so we're going to look at how you can use sound to heal yourself, how we can use singing and our own voice to heal our body through mantra, through singing, through humming, through vagal toning, which is all about the vagus nerve and strengthening that. We're going to look at how you can find your authentic voice and your authentic expression of yourself. We're going to look at activating into your knowing and your power, activating your intuition, trusting your intuition, speaking your intuition. We're going to look at becoming a channel for love and peace on planet Earth, okay? Because your voice is your channel, and your voice is how you make things happen and actualize in the world. It all comes through the throat. The throat is that portal of manifestation. If you can speak it, it appears. You know, we speak our reality into existence. That's why it's called spelling, because we spell cast, we create with our word. So yeah, if this is sounding pretty fucking cool, then I highly recommend sending me a DM, getting the link, going to my link tree, looking at the sales page. The early bird special for this course ends this weekend. It was going to be Saturday, but I'm now pushing it to Friday because yeah, I haven't been amazing with promoting this as I could have been. So I'm going to push it to Sunday, sorry. So go. Don't run, don't walk, run. Because the more you resist your womb, your bleed, and the cyclical nature of your body, the more you will struggle as a woman. Your feminine body wants to be acknowledged, her depths experienced, her emotions felt, her cycles honored, her moans expressed, her juices released. There are so many ways, and so we may as well learn to live in harmony with our cycle and with our womb. Because cultivating a womb connection is key to balancing the feminine heart and mind in order to create stable mental health and deep self-love connection. Because learning the practices and tools like the ones I'm going to teach you in Liberated Womb are pivotal, so fucking important to creating inner and outer harmony and cultivating a healthy mind and body. Seriously, you can really heal so much in your body when you learn the tools and practices that I'm going to teach you. So how do you know if this course is for you? Maybe you resent and feel ashamed of your menstrual cycle. You feel maybe disconnected from your body and from your womb. You struggle to let go during sex. You struggle to feel connected to yourself in sex. You experience PMS, cramps, or any other period symptoms. You maybe feel disconnected from your feminine energy. You feel disconnected from your ability to let go, to receive, to experience your own orgasm, to experience your sensual energy, to let that flow. And maybe you want to learn how to live cyclically and track your cycle and really harmonize your lifestyle to your menstrual cycle so that you can really celebrate each phase of the cycle for its unique gifts, opportunities, and vulnerabilities, and therefore get more energy back. Because when you learn to live cyclically, you learn that resting is just as important as hustling. And you're able to actually get so much more energy back from this process. So what do you get from this course with me? I have to say, because the total value of this course is well over 1,500 euro, actually probably a little bit more even. So the fact that I'm offering it for only 222 euro for the early bird price and 333 euro for the normal bird price is just, it's crazy, because the total value is well over 1.5k. So what do you get? You get 6 weeks of live Zoom coaching calls where we show up on Zoom once a week for 2 hours. This is valued at over 600 euro. And this is where we're going to do live hot seat coaching. You're going to get integration, support. I'm going to teach you how to reprogram your subconscious. We're going to work with all the limiting beliefs and blocks that you may have towards your body, towards your cycle, towards all of these things. And there's going to be 5 modules in the course portal. There's going to be an online back-end course portal, and this is valued at over 500 euro with, like I said, like pre-recorded content, theory, PDFs, ebooks, journal prompts, videos, meditations, practices, all of the things, homework exercises, things that you're going to do in your own time. Then we're going to have a menstrual cycle tracker, PDF, and a video on that. We're going to have 5+ meditations. We're going to have 5+ embodiment exercises and activations. And both of those are worth over 150 euro. We're also going to have a WhatsApp Telegram community group for accountability and support. And this is where you can ask me questions any time of day, Monday to Friday. You're going to be able to chat with the other women in the group, in the course, who are going to be able to support you in what you're going through. And it's so incredible when we do these group coaching programs, the way you're able to connect, your struggles with other women who are in the program and their struggles and their blocks. And, we balance each other's strengths and weaknesses out so beautifully. So this is like I say, this is invaluable. It really is, to have access to me like this and have this community integration and support. And accountability especially, and then if you're struggling with any of the homework exercises or anything that's coming up for you, you can just post about it in the group and we can chat about it and help you work through it. And then we're going to have 1 week of integration, coaching, and support, which is also completely invaluable. And this is going to be, just 1 week for you to integrate and catch up on anything you may have missed out on. And just, be able to integrate it together. And then the WhatsApp group will stay open for like 2 months, another 2 weeks, so that or even 3 weeks, so that you can, just close off this process slowly and gently. And then we're also going to have some epic bonuses, which I've already kind of chatted about. And the bonuses themselves are worth over 450 euro, 500 euro each. And so you're going to get the Awaken Woman 5-day mini course, which is my intro to womb healing. You're going to get my intro to womb healing workshop. You're going to get a breaking up with birth control 2-hour workshop by me that is going to teach you how to come off birth control safely and effectively, because I came off cold turkey, off the pill, and it was really not so fun. It kind of fucked me up a little bit in the head. So I'm going to teach you how to avoid that, because that wasn't fun. And then, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to have a intro to fertility awareness method, which is a natural contraception method with a special guest teacher, Isabel Ripley. I've already confirmed that. I'm so excited to bring her on board. And her business is called A Better World to Bleed In, which I just love so much. I'm definitely going to be speaking with her more about that. And then I'm going to bring in a medical doctor and homeopath to come speak to you about hormonal harmony, give you a masterclass around that. And a few other goodies that are going to be sprinkled throughout the course here and there. And that's the beauty of this. This course is ever evolving. And so when you join now, you get to get all of these juicy bonuses at no extra added cost, which is really fucking incredible. So like I said, the early bird price is 222 euro. It is ending this weekend. So you have the next 2-3 days to look at the sales page, send me a DM, book a discovery call if you want to chat more about it. And yeah, really think about, is this something you want to invest in? Because this program is going to change your life, and this program is for women who are ready to change their lives. This program is for women who are tired of the exhaustion and the period cramps and the pain and the gynecological visits and the doctors telling them they don't know what's wrong with them, and just all this BS. And it's really here to empower you to live your best life, ultimately increasing your self-love, your self-trust, self-confidence. Your self-esteem is going to fucking skyrocket after doing this work. I know mine has, and it's honestly just been the most liberating thing ever to be in a body and be out and about and in the world and in social situations without feeling self-conscious and without feeling like, what are they thinking about me? Like, do I look okay? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like all these thought patterns and overthinking that we go through sometimes when we're feeling anxious and stressed and overwhelmed and self-conscious. So yeah, please have a look at the sales page. Send me a DM if this is something that's sounding juicy. Because, the sad thing is that the more you hate your cycle, the more you hate your womb and just are disconnected from the body, the more you're going to struggle with cramps, with hormonal challenges, with sex, with connecting to partners, to yourself, to masturbation. The more you're going to struggle to be sexually empowered, the more you're going to, which means less likely you're going to be turned on and dripping wet, and the less likely you're going to have these life-changing fucking orgasms. Because I've really seen the shift take place in my own body and my own personal relationship to my cycle by integrating all of this work, by doing all of this work where I now love my womb and I deeply value my menstruation, and I love, my cycle and the experiences of being a woman and feeling so deeply and experiencing the beauty and the joy of being deeply connected to myself. So it's really it's so fucking life-changing, and I can't wait for you to join me on this path of liberation. Sister, I know you're listening. I know you're out there. If this sounds good, if this sounds incredible, if this sounds like what you need, then don't walk, run. Come to me now. Send me a DM and let's chat how I can support you in becoming your best version of self. Really, your best version of self is so much closer than you would think. So yeah, it just takes a little bit of practice, a little bit of time, and a little bit of discipline when it comes to doing what's good for you. Okay, so that's kind of everything I think I've covered. If you have any more questions, please feel free to drop me a DM or comment and I'll get back to you. And yeah, let's liberate your womb. Let's liberate your sex. Let's heal your pain. Let's heal your relationship to your body and get rid of your insecurities, get rid of your inner critic, and really heal your relationship to everything that it means to be a woman, because you deserve so much more, sister. Like, you really, really do. You deserve to feel ecstatic and self-confident and like the fucking queen that you are. You deserve to experience these life-changing orgasms and this self-confidence in your sexuality and the self-esteem and the self-empowerment, right? It's so invaluable. Like, really, 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 it's so invaluable. Yay, Shella! I think that's how I say your name. You've sent me a DM. Yay, sister! I'm celebrating you. Yay! All the women are going to be coming together. I know you are out there, sisters. Like, honestly, this work has changed my life. That's why I get so fucking crazy and passionate speaking about all of this, because it's literally just like, so good. It's so good, and I'm so excited to teach you all. So happy fucking Friday! Don't forget to dance. Don't forget to celebrate yourself. Investing in yourself is a celebration, okay? And actually, every time I have invested like high values of money, high numbers of money in myself and in group programs and in coaching and in courses like this shifts start to take place as soon as I click play, as soon as I click pay. That's when the shifts start to take place, because I work on a multi-dimensional level. I work with the quantum, I work with the spiritual, I work with the astral, I work with the 5D. And so these codes are not just going to reach you through the physical practices, but they're also going to reach you through the ether, through the spiritual realms. And yeah, once you start to say yes to yourself and say yes to your healing and say yes to your self-empowerment, lifetimes change, lifetimes of pain shift, lifetimes of trauma just fuck out the window, because you actually start to timeline jump, okay? We condense time, we squash it all together, and the healing that would have taken you, you know, maybe like 5 years, if you had been doing it on your own and struggling and like figuring it all out, you know, when you work with mentors and you work with coaches and you invest in people who are where you want to be, you actually just start to up level straight away. You condense 5 years of healing into like 2 months. It's crazy. And you're able to timeline hop and just, yeah, get to the fastest, quickest, most efficient way of becoming your best self, your most empowered self, your most sexually liberated self. And who wouldn't want that, right? Like condensing 5 years of healing into 2 months, like let's fucking go. I don't know about you, but that's the kind of healing that I want. That's the kind of healing that I am claiming for myself, because things get to be easy if we choose it to, if we allow it to. You know, it doesn't have to always be such a big struggle, such a big like effort and so much energy and so much like I'm pushing a stone up the hill. No, we get to have fun with it. It gets to be easy and it gets to happen faster than our brains could ever comprehend, okay? So if this is sounding exciting, if this is sounding fun, send me a DM. Let's chat about it. Book a free discovery call with me, my link tree in my bio, and we can chat about whether this course is for you. I mean, it is for every woman, really it is, but you know, maybe you're a little bit unsure, maybe you want to chat about it, maybe you want to ask me some questions, maybe you want to see how this course could support your personal evolution. And like I said, the early bird price is expiring at the end of this weekend, so go. It is currently €222, which is around 4.4k in South African rands, which is around I think it's around $240 US dollars. And then on Monday, it's going to increase to €333, which is around 6k rand, around 360 US dollars. Okay, so yeah, this is the cheapest I'm ever gonna offer this course. Like I said, it's my signature program. As time goes on, I'm going to run this course again and again, and every time I run it, obviously the price is going to increase as I gather testimonials, as I add more value, as I add more content, as I, you know, shift and change and grow, because as you are investing in this course and investing in yourself, so am I. I'm also working with coaches. I'm also working with healers. I'm also, you know, up leveling my capacity and my skills as a healer, as a mentor, as a coach. Constantly, I'm always investing in myself. I'm always doing the work. And so as I up level, so does the quality of the work that I offer to you guys. And so therefore, the prices increase. So join now. Like literally, if you join now, you will be saving so much money, and you will also be getting insane amounts of value. And like I said, this course is for life. And so as I go over time and I add more content and meditations and practices to the back end portal, you're going to get all of that for free as the course grows, and you're going to get to keep this course for life. So it's really exciting. wedding. I cannot fucking wait. 10, I'm manifesting 10 women or more to be in this space. I know you're out there. I know you're listening. I know you're watching. Mwah. Send me a DM. Let's chat about it and let's see how we can get you into this program. Even like I said, if money is a problem, send me a DM as well. We can chat about it. I can create an extended payment plan, which just means that you can pay it's off over a longer period of time, and we can work out what works for you. Okay, money should never stop you from getting access to this work. I never wanted to, so let's make it happen. Mwah. And also, if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you, you're an OG. And also there are some sneaky scholarships available for BIPOC people and anyone who needs it. So yeah, that's by application only. So send me a DM if you've watched all the way here and you would like one of those opportunities. I'm not really, being very public about that because, if you're watching until now, then you're meant to hear this, that there are some scholarship spots available, but very limited. So yeah, it's not even on the website page, but I'm just telling people sneakily here and there and popping it in some places. But anyway, all the other info is linked in my bio. Also, there's a carousel on my feed about it, so you can go have a look there for more info. Otherwise, just pop me a DM and let's chat. Okay, happy Friday, babes. Woo! Happy Friday. Let's jam out to some house music together because I fucking love house. I fucking love house music so much. Bye-bye. Love you. Love you, love you, love you, love you.